Hi, my name is Neetu and welcome to this video. Today we are going to be talking about 5 secrets and 5 tips and tricks for you to buy your home in Canada. Today in this video, I will be addressing all the concerns and questions that we both had when we were trying to buy our first home in Canada way back in 2016. I still remember we had so much of fear, and it's quite normal to be a first-time home buyer and to have that concern because after all, this is your biggest purchase in your life. Let's dive right into 5 tips, secrets and tricks in order for you to buy your first home in Canada. Tip number 1, your credit score. Now, if you have a bad credit score and you're looking ways to improve it, check out my previous video somewhere here, or I'll leave the link in the description below to see how you can improve your credit. Credit plays a huge role in getting you the best rates and the best terms. So you need to have a credit score somewhere above 650. 650 to 900 is what they consider as the best credit score. Closer it is to 900, the better it will be. You may ask, when do exactly they check your credit score? So they check the credit score in 2 different times of your loan application. One, when they get you your pre-approval, so they would like to know what exactly is your credit score before they give you your pre-approval. And second is when you get your conditions waived, that is when the lender is finally approving you for the loan, that is when they will check your credit score again. So make sure in between these 2 dates you don't go accumulating hundreds of other credit cards, or take a line of credit, or even buy that car that you are waiting for. You can do it later in your coming years, so that once you are comfortable with your mortgage payment, then you would likely know how exactly your expenses are going to be. I would highly suggest to wait at least 6 months after your home buying process to get settled in and then go buy for that car. Also, don't go to any casino and spend all your savings and cash in those casinos. In between the home buying process, you have to be very careful on where you spend your money during the home buying process. So tip number 2, always make sure you have your pre-approval in hand before you go for your dream house hunting. Now, I say that with all due respect to all sorts of buyers. Some buyers, they think that it's just a formality and they can just get qualified. There are various factors when you get your pre-approval. The mortgage broker approves you for your income, your expenses, how exactly you're comfortable, and also there is a big thing called as a stress rate. Now, let me know if you would want me to do another video on stress rates and what exactly can qualify you for a mortgage. Pre-approval is very important considering all those above factors that I just mentioned. You not only get to know what is your exact range, sometimes you also can have a rate locked in for the time that you are searching for a house. It can also get you the best rate that's in the market when all this rate hike comes through. You can also know what exactly is the budget you qualify for. That way there is no disappointment on some house that you may like, but it might not be affordable according to your income, expenses and your ratios. Tip number 3, to not be house rich and cash poor. So what do I mean by that? You have to accommodate 32% of your household expenses before deductions for your mortgage expenses. You have to consider your grocery bills, your entertainment bills, your fuel expenses. You have to consider all these expenses when you're considering to buy a house. Do not overutilize or maximize your income, and do not stretch yourself so that you can get that peaceful sleep at night. Tip number 4, always consider your closing costs. Now, that closing cost can be anywhere in between 2 to 4% of your actual purchase price of your house. It can be legal fees, the inspection fees, title insurance or mortgage default insurance. There are various factors that can be taking up too much of money from you. So try to use some kind of buffer for costs like closing costs. You may ask, what exactly are closing costs? It can be your typical lawyer's fee, your home inspection, the mortgage insurance that you might have to take, and so on and so forth. Always ask your real estate professional on what exactly can those costs be once you narrow down your house. If you just ask them randomly, they might not be able to give you an exact cost of all these expenses, but if you narrow down your house, they will be actually able to provide you the exact cost and that way help your budgeting. Tip number 5, HOA, Homeowners Association fees. Now, if you are actually looking to buy a newer house in a newer communities, these communities can have an additional expense, which is the Homeowners Association fee. These fees can range up anywhere in between $200 to $500 per year. It can do the upkeeping of your community hall or any kind of, let's say, a beach club or lake. They might be using that fees that you pay and from every homeowner in that community to actually maintain or repair some stuff of the community hall so that everyone can utilize those amenities that's given only to that particular community. Okay, quick fun fact. If you can see what I can see, somebody trying to move as sly as possible when I was trying to find a better spot to shoot. This is why you always have to examine where you put your camera, or you might lay fainted on this location. Pretty sure this is not poisonous, but look at the way how this one is moving. Okay, secret number 1 that neither a realtor nor a mortgage broker is going to let you know. You have to manage your time and money. This is no secret, guys. You have to manage your time. There is a mortgage calculator that I will link down below in the description. You have to make sure whether you are comfortable paying that mortgage. It also goes back into our tips and tricks that we mentioned about. You have to pay off your line of credit, which is about 8 or 15%. God knows which kind of interest rates they are, but that's definitely higher than the current interest rates right now for homes. Now, this is another person who just wants to know what I'm doing. By the way, guys, did you know another secret? I just changed the venue side of the park to the parking lot because here there's going to be no snakes. Secret number 2, utilize the incentive that's there for home buyers provincially and federally. You have various benefits like first-time home buyers tax grant, or you can take out money from your RSP, or even have a tax-free savings account which the Canadian government is helping first-time home buyers to save their down payment because real estate prices have hit through the roof. So secret number 3, the more down payment you pay, the less mortgage loan insurance you have to pay. Now, what exactly is a mortgage loan insurance? This is an insurance that the government is going to guarantee the lender that they are going to get their money back if the lender gives you that loan. So basically, it's called the mortgage home insurance, also known as CMHC, Sagan in Canada Guarantee. There are various types of companies providing you these insurance. If you have the down payment of less than 20%, then these are the companies who will guarantee the lender to give you the loan. If you are putting 5% down, you will have to definitely pay more of this. If you're paying 20% down, then you don't have to pay any of this mortgage loan insurance. So the more the insurance the more the down payment you make, the less the insurance. So even if you cannot afford 20% and you can afford 15%, make sure you put that 15% down rather than going only 5 down, because more the down payment, less is the insurance. Secret number 4, do not time the real estate market. Now, there are some realtors such as who's going to be like, oh no, the real estate market is crashing. And all those people who bought their house, they'll be like, But this is what it is. You have to buy your home only when you are comfortable. Do not see what is right there in the market. Do not see whether there is a recession. Do not see whether there is an inflation. We bought our first home when there was a recession, and we still have it. When inquired in a survey, 9 out of 10 Canadians who bought their house 10-15 years ago, they are so happy that they bought it at that time, and they are so happy that they got their mortgage. They do not have any regret of buying their home 10-15 years ago. So maybe you should also think about that. Secret number 5. 5 is the number. Save some amount for any kind of repairs or emergencies. Now, if you are buying an older home, there might be an older water tank. In our case, we have to replace our water tank as soon as possible because it is on the verge of collapse. So we have to accommodate for that expense. It might happen anytime in the near future. Do not over maximize or overutilize your income. There's always an expense that's going to come up when you have a home. So guys, have you really considered all these secrets, tips and tricks? If so, hit that like button. Watch my previous videos that I have shot before for how to improve your credit score and also whether you should consider renting or before buying. So here are the videos right here, and see you in the next video.